All right, as we're continuing the tour here on the archery range at Lincoln Parish Park, Glenn Scriber, we turned left, and this is the beginning of the range.
Yeah,
correct?
This is the beginning of the range. The first thing we want people to see when you come into the range, anytime you have something like this, you've got to have a set of rules that you kind of abide by. Everybody can look over them right here. Most of it is common sense, but we still want it visible. People can read over it here. And this is the area when they come in that they can just kind of hang out. We got a picnic table. We got some benches here, place they can kind of hang their bows, and then those that are shooting sight the bows in here with the bag targets that we have.
We'll get that shot in just a second, but 15 rules, all are equally important. Just for the sake of somebody who's going to watch this later on, I see no crossbows allowed. I mean,
yeah. Actually, I'm trying to come up with a place now where we can actually shoot crossbows.
Gotcha.
But crossbows are not allowed here because our targets are not, takes a different target for crossbows. They're much more powerful, much more velocity, and what it does, it tears your targets up if you don't have a crossbow target. Mm-hmm. So we can't allow crossbows in on the range right now, or no broadheads as well. Field tips only, broadheads also tear your targets up.
Well, I think, you brought up common sense, and I mean, there's a fine line between common sense and ignorance. This is a range where you're not actually shooting animals. No deaths occur out here. This is strictly for accuracy and, practice.
It's the greatest practice getting ready to hunt that you can have. As we go down the range in a few minutes and look at the targets and how we have them placed out in the woods, it's the ultimate place to come and practice your bow to get ready for hunting season.
A feature that comes at Lincoln Parish Park. This just literally went online, I want to say 6 months ago, maybe?
It's been since September.
Okay. So what's the response been? Greater than anticipated, and only greater things coming?
Exactly right. Definitely greater than anticipated. We are averaging more than one person a day to come use it.
Right.
And that's pretty impressive there. And I've come out here and just check on it. I love to see families come out. They'll bring a lunch. The kids shoot their bows. The families, they come back and have a lunchtime here. So it's really a fun thing for the families to come and do. And it absolutely has superseded what we thought would happen.
So my advice is you bring up families. Lincoln Parish Park, in my opinion, the best $100 value annual membership, repeating annual for $100. For an additional $3, you get to spend all day out here practicing and honing your skills?
Yes, let's back up just a little bit.
Sure.
If you own a $100 family pass, at this point in time, that allows you to come shoot as well without an additional charge. Because we're trying to, push selling annual memberships.
Oh, so this is value added then?
This is value added here. James thinks we might need to bump that up a little bit at this point in time.
Until that time, take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it. $100, you can come shoot as often as you want and participate in anything the park has.
We're talking here, this happens to be Lincoln Parish Park Fest. This is the second one, 2022, and it's a great thing that's happening out here. Because not only the archery range, a new addition this year, we've already talked with the antique car shows, the antique campers. It's going to be music all day till 4. It's only $10 a carload. Makers are out here, 10 food trucks. What am I missing?
I tell you what, you're pretty well. Cornhole tournament going on.
Yeah.
Fly fishing exhibition has already taken place. We have an incredible truck that the sheriff department just got, rescue vehicle. That's pretty amazing.
miles an hour.
Yes, that's an amazing vehicle that they have there. But all kinds of things going on today at Lincoln Parish Park Fest.
All right, Glenn, well, I'm going to walk to the camera and then turn it over here, and then you're going to tell me what we're looking at.
Okay.
When somebody gets to the archery park here at Lincoln Parish Park, they can take out and sight in here, correct?
Yes, what we have, Rick, is you focusing in on these bag targets. And by the way, all these frames that you see that are really nice, where our targets are hanging, that was all volunteer labor that made these. The only thing we had to do was buy the material. And quite frankly, a good bit of the material was donated. So we set it up like where we're standing here. That's a 20-yard target
Right.
to the first set of bags. Then we increase it to a 30-yard target, and then one you can't even see
Right.
yet. Back in the woods, we have one that's out to 40 yards, that where people can sight the bows in 20, 30, and 40, and they'll be ready to go down the range.
All right, so I am ignorant. I am honest. So if I happen to pierce one of these with a bow in my practice shots, how come sand isn't pouring out of there? What are these made of?
Well, it's not made out of sand. It's packed with actually some type of material that is so compact in there. When you shoot there, the air only goes in there 3 or 4 inches. The more you shoot them, the more it loosens up.
Right.
These targets here will probably have to be replaced maybe in another year, but these are not expensive here. These targets are, say, $40 a piece, strictly to just warm up and kind of sight your bow in. But they're quite durable. We have what runs them more than anything else is the sun, so that's the reason we have built a shed over these targets, so pretty well protect them from the elements, and they'll last 2 or 3 times longer, literally, by having them under a small shed that we have.
All right, let's take a ride. We're going to look at a couple of targets here. Is this a contest today, or is this just a demonstration for anybody to?
No, it is a contest today with our local 4-H shooters. Some come from surrounding parishes
Right.
and things like that, but it is a competition today.
All right, how long will the competition last?
Should be wrapping it up by noontime or shortly after today.
Wow, this almost looks like the Hunger Games. They're coming out of the woods with their arrows, and they're all glammed up. And
Yeah, they've
smiling,
shot their.
some are not smiling.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if they had a good day.
they've shot their round and headed back to check the scores and see how they placed.
All right, we'll continue here with Glenn Scriber at Lincoln Parish Park, the archery range, Lincoln Parish Park Fest 2022.